Valentine's is coming up and I really want to do something special for my boyfriend since he has spoiled me to the max in the months we have been together. Not only that, but he is truly written by a woman. That's the best way I can put it. He's amazing. So since he has not only been an amazing friend since all the way back in elementary, but also now an amazing partner, I had to step up my game. He takes me on weekly dates because he's just that amazing. And on those dates, we take pictures with a chunky, outdated cybershot my dad gave us. Shout out dad, love you. And currently the only place we really put those pictures in is in our camera roll on our phones. All those nice photos deserve a more special spot and my boyfriend deserves something special. So I decided on a photo album, but not just any photo album. Since I'm an artist and any artist out there can't agree with me, our highest love form is to create something for our partner. So naturally, I have to also draw the cover instead of just slapping one of the photos we already took together and letting a manufacturer handle the rest. I am super duper excited for this project. And if I wanted to get here on time, I have to start like now. So let's go. Alright, so I did go searching for an album and it was a lot harder than I expected. My idea in mind is to have the whole front covered. But when I went on Etsy, it's a bunch of like wedding ones or like the ones where you print them on or embroidered ones, which they're cute, but I want to cover the whole thing. I did end up stumbling across this one for $45, but I saw some iffy reviews that they don't really like format it right, so I don't know about this one. And then I stumbled upon this one and I actually really like this one because there's an option where you can write on the side, and it kind of reminds me of my childhood photo albums because we would do the exact same thing. The only thing is that it's a lot of money as in like $60, but I think this one's the one that I'm mostly going for just because it looks like it's good quality and I feel like they get my vision pretty accurately. I just really like that writing aspect. I really just love the idea of being able to write like her first date or do cute little doodles. I'm gonna go with this one because my man deserves it, even if it's $60. The only thing now is I have to find the dimensions, so I will come back once I find those because it doesn't say them anywhere. I went to go find the dimensions. It was kind of like not very clear, but they had some like example photos to use and I got the dimensions from that. Today is the 28th. I have quite a little bit of time left until Valentine's Day, but I also don't want to take too long on it since the due date's pretty close by. I'm gonna spend my time doing thumbnails of what I think would look good. So the first image that I had in mind was if we were kind of already flipping through a photo album in his living room, like kind of like a very chill scenery. Alright, there's the first sketch. I'm liking it, but I'm not. The perspective is just so off that, man, I don't even know. For this next one, I was thinking of maybe it being like him taking a photo of me. We got into this like recent obsession with digicams because my dad gave us an old one that he had. And this one's meant to be like in like a grassy kind of field where it has those like network thingies in the back with like wires or whatever. Maybe one where like he's throwing the ball for my dog Roxy. My dog is way over here. So this next one, I for sure wanted to do one with our pets. He has a cat named Surrey, which is super loving, and then I have my beautiful dog, Roxy, and they're obviously our babies. It would just make sense to have them in mind. There's this one picture of my boyfriend sitting with my dog and he's giving her belly rubs. So I'm thinking that photo. And then add me on the side with this cat on my shoulder. That's the most cat I've ever seen. This one I think would make the most sense for him just because this is one of like the reasons why we got along so well when we started dating, which is motorcycles. And also my dad is obsessed with motorcycles, so they clicked instantly because of that. This is what I imagine motorcycle looks like off the top of my head. Hey, you know what? For being on the fly, I would say that's a pretty impressive sketch. I really like this sketch. I want to say the motorcycle one and this one are so far my favorites, surprisingly. I think because they just say the most about our lives. And then the last thumbnail sketch, I want it to be of me and him at the ice rink because one of our first dates were us at an ice rink and I remember being so scared. Definitely, I think the ugliest sketch by far, but it would make the most sense to have this one be the cover because it was one of our first dates and the date that he actually asked me to be his girlfriend. Dude, like thumbnails not really selling it for me. I really like the like motorcycle one and it's definitely between these three. I thought I would have been sold with this one over here, but after drawing all the other options, I'm like, dang, I really like the motorcycle one because like, I mean, motorcycles is life. I like this one because it's my and his life, like all in one picture. And I like this one because it's like how our story together began. So I'll use this one to make a full page of whichever one's chosen. We'll see how it plays out. I'll get back to you guys on that one, but so far, oh my god, I'm just like, I'm blushing. I'm like, I'm overjoyed with affection and I'm so excited. I'm just so excited for like to get started on this. I conducted a poll for all 6 designs to see which one would win. I don't think anyone voted for the 2nd or 6th one, but the 4th and 5th one, there ended up being a tie. I think each one got the same amount of votes. So I conducted yet another poll for only these 2 and a lot more people participated this time. Over 180 people participated, with the 4th one getting 111 votes and the 5th one getting 71 votes. Surprisingly, thought a lot more people would go for the one with the pets. Regardless, I do think that the pose on this one just looks a lot more natural and would make a sick cover. I did, however, really like the 5th one as well, and I think this one, although my sketch sucked doo-doo butt, if I had displayed the meaning better, I think it would have had a fair chance. So hopefully I can do something else with these other drawings. Definitely comment down some ideas for other situations where I could use these drawings. I always love an excuse to draw my dog for real. Also, I want to say that also shows major importance to conducting multiple thumbnails for a drawing. I would have never guessed that people would choose the motorcycle option. So pretty cool experiment there. I'll need to find a lot more resources to find different angles of the specific motorcycle that he has. I rely a lot on 3D modeling references, and I don't think there's a 3D model or reference maker for motorcycles, so we'll see how this goes. I do need to complete this in a timely manner. Fingers crossed. I very sneakily asked my boyfriend for some references of his motorcycle, but he kind of sent me doo-doo ones and I wasn't gonna tell him that he sent doo-doo ones. I ended up stalking his social media myself to find references. I would have liked to have a somewhat background like this one for it. This one kind of has the background. I don't think I have enough like of that background experience yet to actually like replicate what's going on there. This one is really close up, but I think it would do the best. That's definitely how a motorcycle looks. Bruh, this looks so bad. I'm putting my full faith in this one. I think this one, I could definitely do it. It's close enough to the actual photo. 100% I'll definitely like try to reposition the motorcycle just because, I mean, come on, look at that pose. That is dynamic already in itself. Let me move on to the 3D modeling part of trying to match the perspectives. All right, so here I have a program called PureRef, and I'm gonna show you what it does in a second and how it's gonna help me in part of this process. So I'm gonna go into the settings, and there's gonna be an appearance, there's gonna be an application opacity setting. I'm gonna notice if I set this to glass and then put the opacity all the way down, you can see the window underneath this one. And I think you might be catching on to what I'm about to do. I'm gonna go to mode and then put transparent to mouse. And basically what that's gonna do, it's gonna let me move the underneath layer without worrying if it's gonna activate pure ref on top. So I can just mess with this all I want and I'm not moving the image on top. I'm trying to get these lines that I went ahead and put down to match up with the model in the back. I think that matches up pretty well if I turn it to the side. I'm not gonna mess with it so he gets out of this T-pose right here. It's a little reminiscent of, I want to say 2018. So I'm just gonna play a bit of a speed paint until I have something to say, but I'm just gonna mess with this a bit so I can actually put him in that position like he's on a motorcycle. I'm not entirely sure if I got it right, just because it's so hard to see where the like motorcycle handles are. The position doesn't look that bad or off to it. This looks so funny. Let me turn it back on. The position doesn't look that off to me. Like this looks like a pretty realistic position. I'm gonna go ahead and add a woman model now so that I can go ahead and add myself in. After I finish posing her in a natural way, I'll get back to you guys. Okay, so I think I found the right perspective, hopefully, and then now onto the actual drawing part. Alright, so just to get the general shapes of the models, I'm going to trace it with shapes but not outline it. So my current plan is to like trace, and I mean absolutely trace, not just the shapes, because I don't know how motorcycles work, the side reference that I have, and then like skew it so that it fits this perspective and then make up the rest. That should work. Hopefully that gives me more of a sense of direction, but for right now I'm so lost. It kinda matches. I think I'm gonna start turning the sketch into the line art. I started thinking halfway through he should probably like have his leg down, considering that it's like on a kickstand. I'm gonna go ahead and ask my dad because he actually rides bikes. I finished the bike. Some of the proportions are definitely off. He's not grabbing onto the handles. I think that shows how well my first time trying to do perspective went. I look like I'm levitating now. See, this is showing the importance of not relying fully on models. That way you can improvise. The art you have to do on motorcycles is crazy, y'all, because the seat is like all the way at the tippy top. That, or maybe shrink the bike so that it makes more sense. No, because now it looks tiny. Okay, I think the bike shrinks a little bit considering the perspective. Because like this should follow diagonal. See what I'm putting down here, guys? Like it should, you know, like it should follow the like, yeah. She's on the seat now. That makes sense. No, yeah. How do you draw foot? That's his foot. That does not look like his foot. It'd be somewhere more like over here. So I asked my dad for his opinion, and he did say indeed that the other leg needs to be further down. Looks about right to me. And I'm gonna actually take these to the side and draw it again, just so that it's more dynamic. I want to show how in this one the arm looks straight, whereas in the other one curves more. So I feel like it just gets rid of some of that stiffness. Now I'm gonna move on to finally adding the details. It is the 1st of February, so I have 4 more days to order this and then apparently get it by Valentine's Day, so lock in. Gonna draw myself in one of his favorite shirts that I wear. Can't wait to explain all those small little details to him, or when he sees this video. I know this leg looks really short, but let me pull up a photo of how I actually look on a motorcycle, and then just for reference, this guy, 6 foot. Okay. I'll let the silence speak for itself. Low-key, I cooked. Now to refine that line art. So I finished the line art. I'm gonna move on to adding the ambient inclusion onto these and then the flat colors. Shouldn't take too long since I have a designated brush for adding soft shading around the line art. Now I can move on to the flat colors. I know there's a lot of parts where I'm just generally quiet, but it's because a lot of it is just self-explanatory, like me doing the line art. I don't really know what to say in those parts. I think everyone's process for that is pretty much the same, so hopefully that isn't too boring for you guys. Basically finishing up that grayscale, there's this short little part that I show where I fix the values pretty quickly, just so that there's a lot more contrast when I overlay those colors. And when I went to go grab the colors, I actually grabbed them from like actual photos of us, just set them to the side so there was no accidental face reveal. For instance, the color of the pants for my character is actually the color of one of the pants that he bought me. Color picking is not always the greatest option for picking your colors, especially when you're trying to match it to a photo, just because there's so many aspects that can affect the actual color and then you don't really know what the true color of that clothing item is. So then you just gotta kind of guesstimate the closest match. Pants that he bought me, they're like a greenish blue, but when I went to go grab the color, it's way too light. So I basically had to kind of Frankenstein a bunch of colors together to get it to look how it looks to me in person. So I had to get creative with some of the values and hues in there. Just quickly got that done on call with him. I'll have to ask him if he ever was like kind of suspicious. I am back with the live commentary. So all the coloring I did on call with my boyfriend and some of my friends, and the deadline is tomorrow. The part that I'm most proud of is definitely the visors, because hello, that reflection. For shadows, I always do brown and desaturate it and then multiply and put the setting lower. Blue and then like gray up here. Low opacity brush, and then let me just swipe that over. To me, it's a huge difference. Low-key, it's definitely something. I think I might have to turn this grayscale first to actually have this work. That's not terrible, but it's not great. I am seriously trying my hardest to do a background right now for this man. Does that match the perspective? I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm low-key getting a hang of it. Why is it low-key coming together? So slowly, it's coming more and more together. I'm scared! Just need to add a shadow so that it looks like it's properly placed. So this is what we were working with before. Now it's so much better. So I zoned out while coloring the background, so I wasn't adding a lot of commentary, and oh my goodness, that was a lot of color adjustments that you guys were probably looking at. One thing that you guys probably noticed that I was doing was switching this layer on, and that makes everything grayscale. I was basically making sure that my helmet specifically wouldn't blend in with the background, because if I switch this layer off and then this one, it is almost the exact same, and from all the way out here you can't even tell that there's a head right there. Now you can actually differentiate it. Some small advice I can give. I am seriously like so proud of this background. I didn't think I would actually get this far. Foolishly, I almost forgot literally the most important detail about my boyfriend. He has a tattoo. It's a spider one. Kind of embarrassed that I nearly forgot that detail. Now it looks like my boyfriend. I was looking for references for the motorcycle, and I didn't really want to use this one just because it's not the same direction of light. My boyfriend edits all the pictures of his motorcycle pitch black to where it's just a blob. He should have predicted that I was gonna draw it eventually. I'm gonna hop onto a call with my friends now. I'm probably gonna end up doing a voiceover, if not another speed paint section. Also, if any of you were curious, I set the tattoo to hard light. Before the night ends, I will definitely update if I do end up finishing it, and I will place that order with you guys. So this is apparently what I left off with last time. I did indeed finish the drawing. I truthfully thought I was gonna fall asleep, but somehow I didn't. Let me add our anniversary as the spine text, because I think that would be cute. Is that giving? Yeah, maybe a little more line spacing. Kind of by. Okay, I'm scared. I'm scared. Continue, please. I'm gonna go ahead and pause this because I have to put my information. Hello, I can't do that in front of you guys. We'll cut to when I get it. Hopefully it's fine. Okay, I think this is well enough zoomed out. No it's not. Give me 1 second. Sorry that it's awfully close, but it says to care. Only I didn't have the strength of a toddler. Oh, babe. Hell yeah. I did that all on my own. I don't remember putting that color in the drawing. Guys, this is real.
There seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere.
Let me get scissors. Okay, can we just appreciate the packaging? This is actually really secure. Like, they made sure this was not going anywhere. Unhand it. Anyways, that was so easy, guys. It's perfect. Oh my god. This is amazing, bro. Exactly what I wanted it to be. Oh my god. The inside has such a nice texture. I like how the texture didn't come out crazy heavy, but it's still there. You can still see I put the texture. There's the reveal. I have this amazing bubble wrap and I totally forgot. What do we think when we see bubble wrap? We gotta pop it. Alright, hope that satisfied some of your guys' thoughts for anyone that had that when they saw the bubble wrap. He has received the gift. Valentine's was so cute. Look at the flowers he got me. We went on a wonderful date and ate some yummy food. Here he is with his present. He was shocked to even receive a gift, and I'm glad I was able to surprise him. It was the hardest thing ever to keep this secret from him, truly, since I put so much work into it. We have yet to fill it with pictures, but I've already collected an assortment of unnecessary stationery for it. Thank you so much for watching to the end if you did. I hope to do more videos like these where I just sort of vlog my process while adding some helpful advice here and there. Please subscribe and comment if I'm a goated girlfriend or not. The answer is yes. The answer cannot be no. Till next time, my friends, much love. Bye bye.